Thank you, Lauren. We talked all week about topics concerning women's health, but today we're turning now to cancer, a disease that, of course, affects both men and women. We're highlighting a national day of celebration to honor the more than 12 million cancer survivors around the country. Joining us today is Dr. Jennifer Heidman from Roswell Park Cancer Institute, as well as ovarian cancer survivor Cheryl Reinhardt and colon cancer survivor Mary Ellen Rickert. Now, thank you, ladies, for joining us today. We're gearing up to celebrate this National Cancer Survivor Day on Sunday. So before we get into your individual stories, let's talk a little bit about Roswell Park Cancer Institute's role in cancer survivors. I know that you have a program that kind of is dedicated to this. Tell me a little bit about that.
Right. We have a newly developed Support for Life clinic, which is our survivorship clinic, and that's really our opportunity to really help our cancer survivors sort of move out of active treatment and eventually back to their primary care physicians in the community. So we really want to make sure that our survivors who are having ongoing needs are really having those symptoms addressed, and that they know what type of follow-up care they'll continue to need, and have that bridge sort of back into their community.
Now, do you think that bridge is important because while dealing with the difficult task of living with cancer and surviving cancer, that's kind of your sole mindset, and once that is gone and once you're in remission, it kind of is hard to take the next step?
Exactly. I think that's what I hear a lot from patients, is they feel a bit like the rug's been pulled out from them. You know, they're at Roswell for so many weeks, and it's such a focused treatment, and then it's over, and it's sort of, you know, what now, and what does my life look like? And we know that just because treatment ends, side effects don't necessarily end, and issues don't end for our patients. So we really need to focus on this time after treatment to really help patients figure out and adjust to this time in their life, back to their life roles again.
Now, Cheryl and Mary Ellen, you're here to kind of give us your story with cancer and surviving cancer. Let's start with you, Cheryl. Give me a little bit of a rundown of what surviving cancer looked like for you.
Well, I agree with her. It is tough because you get to know that team at Roswell is such a family. And then it is like leaving your family. You're very happy that, wow, they did all that work. I got to survive. I got to this point. And you do walk out and you go, wow, I have a whole different life. And you kind of forget the life you had because your life is with the Roswell family. And without them, it is very difficult.
So what was that first step after you learned that you are now a cancer survivor opposed to a cancer treatment patient? What did that look like for you?
It looked like the sun came out, there is no more chemo in my life, and I get to start over. They gave me another opportunity, which is priceless.
And for people out there that maybe have a family member with cancer, or they have no connection to cancer at this moment, through your process, was there anything that you learned that you think would be benefit for women, or really men out there?
It is, if your body is telling you something that just doesn't feel right, or just something is off, please go get it checked. It could be nothing, but it could be something. And in my point, it really was something. So as minor as something is, if something is off, your body's trying to tell you, go and get it checked. You won't be sorry.
And then, Mary Ellen, I want to turn to you to ask the same question. Share with me a little bit about what the process of becoming a cancer survivor looked like for you.
When you find out you have cancer, your world stops. And you don't know how you're going to go on. But you just, every day, you just go on. And you need a great support system behind you to be able to do that. Once this treatment stopped, you do start to get back to normal. You'll always know in your mind you had cancer.
And, you know, you bring up the support system, and, you know, National Cancer Survivorship Day is also a day to celebrate the family members and friends and also medical team that got you to the place you are. Do you think that it's also important that we not only think about cancer patient survivors, but also the teams that helped them get there?
Oh, yes, definitely. For me, I had the best support system. I had my sister, my older sister, Ann. She went with me to every treatment, every doctor's appointment. She was with me the entire 6 months. If it wasn't for her, I was going to give up. In the middle of it, I just wanted to stop.
And was it that team that really pushed you to the next step and got you through it?
Yeah.
Now, the same thing I asked Cheryl, for people out there that want to have a takeaway message to this, what would you say through your story would be good to focus on for, you know, the end of our Women's Health Week?
Be tested. Even if there's nothing, get out there and be tested. Tell your friends, family members, whoever. It's important. Be tested every year.
And then, Dr. Jennifer, to wrap this segment up, for people that want a little bit more information, maybe they do want to get tested or find what the next step of their cancer treatment is, where can they find more information at Roswell Park?
They can always call our main number. It's 1-877-ASK-RPCI, or they can get on the web and go to roswellpark.org and always find information about our Support for Life clinic or other services at Roswell.
All right, thank you three for joining us, and of course to you two
Thank you,
ladies.
Matt.
It's not Sunday yet, but we're honoring and celebrating your stories today. Thank you for sharing them with us.
No problem.
Thank you, Matt.
All right.